dear students. Welcome back to our lesson, that is management of natural resources. See, just now we have seen the beauty of nature and we have seen the purity and cleanliness of the nature. So everybody likes to live in the natural environment. So how important this beauty in our life that we are talking about. So with a full of energy, let's start the lesson, that is management of natural resources, and the further part of this lesson. Okay. See, in yesterday's topic, we have talked about stakeholders, students. There were the four kinds of stakeholders. That is local people, then our forest department, then industrialist, and the very enthusiastic people, naturalists, that are the members of NGOs, right? Environmental enthusiast we have seen. So here in today's topic, we are going to talk about the dispute taken place by the ignorance by the government towards the local people, tribal communities and the villagers who were living since long back, since centuries, not from 1 to 2 years they are living into the forest. Their customs, their festivals, their rituals, their livelihood, their everything is depend on the nature, and these people are knowing many more things about the nature, everything, all science and everything they are know about the nature. And such people, when these are ignored, then when these people are not satisfied, what problems can be caused in between those peoples and the government, we are going to talk. So how local people are important, and if these people are not satisfied, if these people are ignored, then what problems can cause to the environment, we are going to talk. So here are few examples. With those examples, I would like to know the importance of the local people in the wildlife conservation. So here I would like to give an example, that is in 1731, students. See how long back the local people, the tribal communities and the villager had awareness about the conservation of wildlife and the forest. In 1731, this is the incident, is not of 2 or 3 years back. Now NGOs are arised. Now NGOs are coming to know the importance of the forest. But in 1731, the local people have involved in this campaign of wildlife conservation. So in 1731, Amrita Devi Bishnoi, Amrita Devi Bishnoi, which from Bishnoi community, from Bishnoi community. This lady is from Bishnoi community and her name was Amrita Devi Bishnoi, and this incident has taken place in 1731. What she did? She sacrificed her life along with the 363 people. She left her life. She sacrificed her life for khejri trees along with 363 people. For what? To save khejri trees. To save khejri trees. Where these khejri trees were? In the Khejrali village. Because the name has given Khejrali because khejri trees were grown abundantly over there. So the name has given Khejrali. In a Khejrali village in Jodhpur, and this is situated into the state Rajasthan. Amrita Devi Bishnoi in 1731 from Bishnoi community sacrificed her life along with the 363 people to save khejri trees in Khejrali village in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. After it, what happened? Government come to know the importance, means the local people has the importance of the forest, but why we do not have? So later on the government realized and started giving the award, that is Wildlife Conservation Award, by the name of Amrita Devi Bishnoi, and the name of that award was Amrita Devi Bishnoi National Award. The name of that award was Amrita Devi Bishnoi National Award, and that award was given to the people who are doing something good for the environment. Mostly the members of the NGOs, means the people who are doing something good for the NGOs. We have an example In our country also we have an example of it, right? So this award was given for those people who are doing good for the environment by the name of Amrita Devi Bishnoi. Now there is another example, that park is designed by the government, that is Great Himalayan Park. The Great Himalayan Park is designed into the Himalayan ranges, okay, and this part and that part is particularly conserved for the grass called as the alpine meadows. Alpine meadows. That grass is called alpine meadows, which is covering the land of that valleys of Himalayas. Green means just like a carpet. This grass does not grow much longer, and which has a small colored flowers are coming for this kind of grass. And that grass was growing abundantly into the alpine meadows. Grass was growing abundantly into the Himalayan valleys. And after that, the government, for the conservation of that particular area, the government has decided to make a national park over there. And that national park is called as the Great Himalayan National Park. The Great Himalayan National Park. The Great Himalayan National Park was designed by the government for the conservation of the forest. Okay, but what happened? The local people were ignored here, because previous the national park, alpine meadows grass was growing in an abundant amount over there. And what the shepherds, nomadic shepherds used to draw their flocks, okay, in that ranges for grazing, okay. Those sheep were grazing that grass, that is alpine meadows, and grazing them and using them. Means this was the sustainable management. These people or these nomadic shepherds were not harming to the environment. They were just taking their all the sheep and allowing them to just eat them, allowing them to graze them. But whenever the national park had formed, then these people were not allowed to these people were not allowed to enter into that national park. So this practice come into the end, and because of that, what happens, the government don't know about the small things about the nature, but these local people were knowing, and they were taking their sheep and just allowing their sheep to graze the grasses. But what happened, as the government denied the entry of these sheep, then what happens, this grass was first growing longer. But what happens, the sheep used to come and used to eat them, and so that there was a chances for the new grass to grow. But what happened, when this practice comes into the end, this grass was growing and falling on a fresh growth. And it was the reason that no more that such kind of grass was available in future, because all the fresh growth was covered by this olden growth. Because what happens, so this is also one kind of example of a sustainable management. Here government had to understand if we are not allowing, means if there would be a small exploitation, then small exploitation should be done by the local people. Because what their government had to do about that grasses, they had no concern for the grass. If they would have allowed for the sheep to enter into that and to consume that, then what would happen? But government had denied, and there was a lot degradation of that grass, which was really a beautiful sight to see the alpine meadows grass. But later on what happened, and that used to grow in the summer, right? On the snow land it used to grow, and it was looking really very beautiful. But later on what happens, there is a degradation in that grass, and it was unable to grow properly. So this is also the reason for the confliction between the government and the local people. So this is the second example of the Great Himalayan National Park. which is here also the local people were not satisfied because the local people did not get their right. Okay, so now we will go for the next example, that is Chipko Andolan or the Chipko movement. Students, you might have heard about it in your English lesson, in English textbook you might have heard about it. So I shall explain you now the Chipko Andolan. This Chipko movement, Chipko movement is also called as a Hug the Trees. What is the story behind it? I shall explain you. Chipko movement took place in 1970. What is the story behind it? See, this incident has also taken place into the high up mountain ranges of Himalayas. This incident is also taken place into the Himalayan ranges only, where it is in a rainy village, in Garhwal, and high mountains of Himalayan ranges. This incident has also taken place. See, that rainy village in Garhwal had a good quality of wood. Okay, had a good quality of wood, and that good quality wanted to take by the government. Okay, and so that government, what government did? Government allowed the wood loggers or wood cutters, we can say, means the contractors. Government has allotted some workers, contractors workers, which can be called as a wood loggers, to collect the log of the wood, to cut the trees. These people were designed into that village, that is Reni in Garhwal. Okay, and nearby some people were living, some tribal communities, some villagers were living into that area, who were completely dependent on the forest, for their forest produce. And what happened, whenever these wood loggers, wood cutters, contractor workers came into that village to cut the trees, at the same time what happens, the women were present into the home, right? Into that village, the women were present at the home, and the men folks were out of the home for their work. Okay, so what women did, whenever women come to know that these people have come to cut the trees, these women went and claps the trees. Claps the trees means they hug the trees, and so that what happens, their efforts in vain. The wood loggers cannot cut the trees because women has hugged the trees. So women were not allowing the contractor workers or wood loggers to cut the trees. Means they denied completely. If you cut the trees, you first cut us and then cut the trees. So they had to go back because it is not possible to cut the women. So they went back with empty hand. They went back. And this was also the dispute between the local people and the government. What happened in it? This news is spread all over the India, in all communities. And then the people also were aware about the conservation of the forest, means the other people also aware about this activity of the women, which has done by this Reni in Garhwal in the Himalayas. At the same time, this news is flashed into the media and all communities, and then government realized that if the local people has the importance of this environment, then we also have to take initiative, and only the local people has right to be there. And if we will give a proper right, if we will give the proper compensation, and if we will use them for the conservation of the forest, then it will be a good practice. Otherwise it will be the malpractice. Otherwise every time there will be the dispute and the conflict, because these local people will never get satisfied by ignorance of them, as their livelihood is depends in centuries on the forest. These people will never satisfied, and there will be dispute. If there would be disputes, students, you might have heard the name of Naxals and Naxalites. These Naxalites are made by the government only, because the government did not fulfill the demand of the local people, and among them local people, there were some people who did not follow the rules and the regulations of the government and come out with the Naxals, okay, who are always opposite to the government. So this is also the example that government realized the importance of the local people, the activity of the local people, and how we have to do the sustainable management along with the local people.